Hi, everyone. So let's do a collective reading to try to capture the energy that's around us today. So I have two oracle decks, ancestor messages, and two tarot decks that we will use. So we're starting with a moment's regret. This is number 16, and it says nostalgia, idealizing the past, and fearing you've made a mistake. So you could be in an energy of regret right now. So let's see what else wants to come through the oracle cards. So then we have ask your angels. And this says, seek the divine, your angels want to support you. So if you are feeling nostalgic about something, if you are dwelling on something that happened in the past or some kind of disappointment, maybe some mistake that you made, this is very strongly asking you to talk to your angels. And for those of you who do talk to your angels, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't talk to your angels, I would really suggest trying it because you will be amazed. And then finally, from our ancestors, we have seeing clearly. So maybe you just need help. You might need the support of your angels to see this situation more clearly, that whatever it was that perhaps you regret or whatever it was that really disappointed you, that you may just need a different perspective on things, that maybe you just need to see it a little bit more clearly. But that's where our angels really come in handy. So let's get into the tarot. So we have Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Sun, Judgment. I'm going to flip Judgment over just to be safe. Underneath, King of Swords, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Underneath everything is Strength. So the Strength card never shows up, especially at the bottom of the deck, unless there's some really strong fear that we need to face, or there's some challenge, some courage that's being called upon from you in order to deal with a situation. So I can tell that this is very hard for you. This is difficult. You are really holding on to something here in the past. And this is why you are being guided to speak to your angels and to understand that every time you dwell on a mistake or every time you dwell on some regret or some disappointment, it's energetically, it's the same thing as doing it over and over again. So as long as you're dwelling in that space, it's as though you're making that mistake over and over. So that message is for somebody. So you're being asked to focus on what you're holding on to. It feels to me this Four of Pentacles is reiterating that you're holding on to something. This King of Swords person feels like it's someone from your past. This is probably who you regret perhaps getting into a relationship with, or maybe this is the person you have nostalgia for, or maybe you're idealizing this person because they are no longer in your energy, or maybe you feel like you've made a mistake when it comes to this person. So make that part make sense for you. But this Four of Pentacles is really saying that you are really holding on. And that's what this a moment's regret is telling me too, that it feels like you're holding on too tightly to whoever this person is. But this person feels to me like this feels like a shape-shifting kind of energy. It feels like this is someone it wouldn't make sense for you to idealize this person, is what I'm getting. That perhaps this person tricked you in some way, gaslighted you in some way, was deluding you in some way. So make that part make sense for you. But you continued to think this was a good investment, even when perhaps your intuition was telling you it's not. So this feels like a clear message that this is just your angels are here, your ancestors are here, asking you to see this person, this situation clearly so that you can release it. It feels like with the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands in your challenge position, it feels like you're telling yourself that you can't have love, or you're always unlucky in love, or it never works out for you in love. But there is another person here. I'm seeing these are two completely different people. This is the feeling of an ex, and this is the feeling of a brand new person. It feels like there's a brand new person who's trying to come in, but it feels to me like you've closed off your heart space. So even if there is a new relationship that wants to come through, you might already know who this person is because they're showing up right here in the middle of this spread. But it feels like you don't have good clarity on the situation. You're not seeing it clearly. That it feels like you need your angels to help you get this revelation that you absolutely deserve love with the Two of Cups. There is someone here who wants to share some kind of love with you, but it feels like the pain of this relationship, the pain of the regret of this relationship is keeping you from fully going forward in this new relationship. It's making you feel apprehensive or afraid in some way or cautious because you are showing up as this Four of Pentacles. So the message that's coming through here is that the Sun and the Ace of Wands are pointing me back to this Page of Wands, because this Page of Wands is holding this Ace of Wands, right? So the message from your angels and your ancestors in this case is that this particular person, this wand, this situation, this potential, this green light, this is the thing that's going to make you happy. This seems very clear to me with this being in this position, that this is what wants to be conveyed to you. But again, this is drawing me back to ask your angels. If you talk to your angels, I think they're going to illuminate for you that this new person who's trying to really get into your energy, that's trying to get into your heart space, that it's okay. The universe is giving you that green light to do it. And so there just is this idea that if there's information that wants to come in through your angels, that they want to tell you something, that they're saying this is the way, and that whatever regrets you have with this person, it doesn't apply to this situation. In your potential final outcome, I see you weighing this decision, because we have Judgment with the Two of Pentacles. So this is, the Judgment card is really your higher self making a decision, and the Two of Pentacles is about your lower self making a decision. So that's exactly the energy that we've been talking about. That's the entire sentiment of this reading, is that your higher self wants to tell you that this is the way, but your lower self is telling you, no, love is a dead end. I'm going to regret it. It's going to humble me. I'm going to be back down in the dumps. I'm not getting into this. But the Judgment card is really asking you to look at this differently. That because you perhaps made a bad investment in the past has nothing to do with this person. These two people couldn't be any more different, is what these cards are saying. So let's get some more tarot. So we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, that's an indecision. That's an avoidance of making a decision. And that's exactly what I was getting from your potential final outcome, that you're not making you're not in an energy right now to make a decision, which is why the Ask Your Angels card is here. Please talk to your angels, because you don't have clarity on the situation. You are avoiding making a decision. And so therefore it feels like this whole situation that could be really a great situation for you love-wise, it's in limbo right now. So then we have the Lovers. The Lovers is about alignment, and it's about harmony. It's about following your heart. And this is urging you. That's a major arcana too. It's urging you to keep your heart space open, that this regret of this person, the disappointments of this relationship have nothing to do. You are in alignment with this person. There's harmony with this person. We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers with the new person. Then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is very spiritual, and it's very fulfilled. So this is more the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Sun. This is just more confirmation that this is your person. This is your spiritual person. You're aligned with this person. This person's going to make you feel fulfilled. But the decision is yours. The choice is yours, whether or not you're going to allow this new person in or allow this ex person to block your heart space. And then finally, we have the Three of Swords. I'm sorry, this is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about resentment. It's about competition. And so that's what this Two of Pentacles, this Five of Swords, whatever this king is holding this sword. So I know this Five of Swords belongs to this person. This person caused you resentment. There may have been competitions. The Five of Swords can be a card of lying for me, just flat out telling bald-faced lies. And so it feels like that's why you are still struggling, because this person really did a number on you. And so it may take time, but the Judgment card is here. The Sun card is here. The Lovers are here. There's two aces. So it feels to me like your higher self is going to keep pestering you until you decide to allow this person into your heart space. So there you go. That is our collective reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.